Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here, and welcome to Mornings with 60 and Me. Today is Monday, it's November 7th. Hope you're doing great this morning. I have got my cup of tea. It's Lady Grey tea. And I looked it up because I wasn't sure exactly what was in Lady Grey. It turned out that it's a blend that was put together by Twinings when they thought that Earl Grey was a little too strong. So they took black tea and added the oil of bergamot. And I didn't know what bergamot was, so I looked it up, and it is a little fruit. It's a citrus fruit. It's in the orange family, but it's very small, and it looks like a lemon. So the oil from that bergamot plant has been added to black tea and created Lady Grey. So it's actually nice. It's very good tea. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, and we'll go through the news. And I've got, at the end today, I've got a gift for 3 people. 3 different people can win this gift, and I think you'll like it, and also bring you up to speed on a very special day which you just may want to celebrate today. Might be one you'll love. All right, so I had decided last night that I was going to cover only feel-good news today. On Monday, I wanted, we've got a tough week ahead if you live in the United States, but, I just thought it'd be fun to do an all good news day. And then I realized that there were some stories that I probably should let you know about that happened overnight, and then we'll go on to some good stories. Okay, so in the United States, the FBI has cleared Hillary Clinton of the last email review that they did. A lot of controversy, but they've now announced that they found nothing additional to report, and that the deal is closed. In Hong Kong, overnight there were pro-democracy riots against the government. Now this has been going on for some time between the people who live in Hong Kong and want to be independent from China, and of course the ruling Chinese government. So that's going to be developing over the week. More riots there. In the United States, there was an earthquake in Oklahoma, 5.5 tremor, and a lot of concern about earthquakes in that area. So that's been happening overnight. And finally, yesterday, the Syrian-backed forces, who are actually supported by the United States, have announced they're attacking Raqqa. Raqqa is in Syria. It's the last kind of holdout of the ISIS troops in Syria. It's a city like Mosul that the government forces want to take back. That this is in this case, it's the Syrian, they call it the Syrian Democratic Forces, US backed. So we'll see how that unfolds. That part of the world is in complete turmoil right now. Reports from Mosul are horrific, and let's just hope that it gets resolved really, really quickly and people can get back to living their lives. That's all they want. Now, good news. Let's go through some good news. I think that there's been research apparently that shows that negative headlines can impact mental and emotional states of mind. So even the headlines can make you anxious. and it's a pretty anxious time right now. So let's go through some feel-good news, some just things that are happening in this world that are positive. And that's to start our week. In the United States, the United States is marking the 73rd month of consecutive job growth. The employment rate now overall in the United States is 4.9%. And the average income salary has gone up to $25.92 or $25.92 an hour. So that's in the United States. 161,000 jobs were created during the month of October. So this is good news. This is good news for the United States. Now, if you're trying to spend some of this money on Black Friday, you'll find one place that you won't be able to shop. And this is actually quite interesting news for US, because I don't know, I lived there for years, and everybody goes completely crazy on that day. They call it Black Friday, and it's that shopping day that kicks off the holiday season. And this year it's on November 24th. But the Mall of the Americas, which is I think it's in Minneapolis, is closing on Thanksgiving. It's the first time they've ever done it. They're going to shut. They have a couple of charity things that they're going to be supporting, but on that day, no shopping. This is big. And then on the 25th, of course, they will open at 5 a.m. in the morning, so everybody can queue up and go and spend all that hard-earned money ready for the holidays. So that's in the Mall of the Americas in the United States. In India, keeping on the theme of money and well-being, there's a CEO in India who just gave $7.5 million worth of gifts to his best employees. And this included apartments, cars, things of high value. So this is something that he decided. His name was Savji Dolkaria, and he's in the Hare Krishna export company in India, and gave $7.5 million to his great employees. That's really good news for India. And in Cambodia, this is a cool story. Did you know that the United States hotels alone throw away 2.6 million bars of soap every day? Throw them away. Obviously, once somebody comes to a hotel room and uses the soap, you can't use it again. So 2.6 million bars. And this young man in Cambodia decided that in his area, there were plenty of hotels that were giving away or throwing away soap. So he worked out a way to use this soap and to sanitize it and use it to give to people who needed it. And I think it's like 650,000 Cambodians have received clean bars of soap from this young man. His name is, actually I haven't got his name, but anyway, great story from Cambodia. They certainly need a lot of help over there in lots of ways. In the United States, also thinking of feel good and students doing great things for the society, this young group of students decided to weave old plastic bags, into mats for homeless people. And they've created like 880 mats to create this out of 616,000 bags of plastic, and they're giving them, putting them to good use. And actually, the picture was cool. They're actually using these huge knitting needles to create almost like a bubble mat. It's really, really cool. And then the final fun feel-good story, which I had to select from Seattle, which is where I lived for years. And I know this garage. I know exactly the place they're talking about. Anyway, there's a woman. Her name is Cassandra Gaspard, and she owns gas station, gas station. And she actually has a great sense of humor. And every day she puts up a new sort of slogan on the board that tells you what the price of gas is. And so every few days, she puts up this sign that makes you think about the world, about your life. And these were two that I thought were super funny. She said, there's one sign on the outside bulletin or board that said, "Ban pre-shredded cheese. Make America great again." Like great, like cheese. Make America great again. Yeah, it's a little corny, but anyway, that's what she does. And then the other one was something like, "My reality check has bounced." And she does these funny, feel-good signs on her garage in Seattle. I think it's great. It's a fun story. So there's lots of other cool things going on in the world, but and if you've ever come across one that you would like to share, just let me know, because believe it or not, it's not easy to find feel-good stories. There's a couple of networks that try, but there's a fine line between silly and feel-good. So a lot of them fall into the silly category. But anyway, those are some fun ones for you to dwell on today and think about as you start your week. I wanted to next go into a little article by a guy. His name is Dave Bernard, and he works for U.S. News and World Report. And he wrote a story about retirement. Now, we all know about retirement. Many of us are either, transitioning into retirement, or thinking about it, transitioning, or actually in retirement. So it's a big topic for our women in our community. So he wrote this very simple, really, article about retirement and how, how you can spend it, how boomers can choose to spend their retirement years. And he raises just really points that I know you're all going to know, but there are things to remind ourselves of. One thing for a start is that we, in our lives, maybe many of you are working moms, maybe single moms, didn't have a lot of time to do things with family. We felt a lot of maybe guilt about it, or a little sadness that we couldn't be there at every game, every special event at school. But now he says, this is how some women and men are choosing to live retirement, to put their families first and do stuff to be together. And if your own children, of course, are super busy with their own lives, which is, of course, happens, you can help with grandchildren, or, just do things to support them, just to be together, and prioritize that. The next thing is to pursue work that you enjoy. Now, of course, there's lots of women and men who want to continue doing exactly what they're doing. They love what they're doing, and even in, quote, retirement, want to continue. And if it doesn't continue in a corporate job or in a small business, then start your own business and do that thing that you love. Keep going. And of course, this is, we talk about pursuing your passion a lot in retirement, but it really truly is the time when, if you can just get over that mindset of I don't want to fail, or I don't want to be, I want to be a success, I don't want to make an idiot of myself, I don't want to lose the money that I've worked hard to save. Maybe this is the time to take a little step into that risk category and do something that you love. Do work that you enjoy. And maybe volunteer if it's not something that you need or want to earn money with. Really important. The other thing is, he says, to populate your calendar. Don't give up on friendships. Don't give up on relationships. Just go out there and start stuff. Just start groups on meetup.com. Do things that are interesting to you, but find the like-minded people that you care about. Actually, I just, funny enough, just started a meetup group yesterday. I decided that I do a lot of train journeys in Switzerland. I love the countryside and trains, and I thought, every day I go by myself on these weekends trips, and I thought there must be people in my community who love trains. So I started a meetup group for people who love to take train rides and want to come on a weekend day trip. And we'll see who joins. It's kind of fun. And the good thing about Meetup, at meetup.com, is that you really only attract the people that love what you're offering. So you get very quickly to the point of sharing with folks that do what you like to do. So that's one thing. Get out there and do something. Populate your calendar. Go to movies. Go to theaters. Go to, just coffee days. Do something. Next thing is to get better at something you love. Now, how many of you have said, oh my gosh, if only I had had time, I would have learned the piano, learned the guitar, learned how to paint, learned how to do yoga, any number of things. This is the time in retirement. And then finally, he gives good advice, and that is to take time for yourself. This is time to reflect on your life. Write your life story. Write a journal. Start to think about the things that are important to you. They may be spiritual things. They may be things related to the world. You may want to give back to a project to protect the planet. There's all kinds of interesting things, but make it your time. Yes, you want to get together with family. Yes, you want to get together with friends, but also take time for you. And those are the 5 things that he says are really cool to do. And I agree with him. I think all of those are great ideas. Okay, now this is the fun day I wanted to mention to you, because this is kind of cool. Today, drum roll, is bittersweet chocolate with almond day. Apparently, this is one of the oldest recipes for chocolate around. People started experimenting with chocolate and adding things. So it's bittersweet chocolate, dark chocolate with almonds. And this is a very special day because, of course, you've got healthy chocolate. You've got all those, what do they call them, tannins in dark chocolate that are great for you. And then almonds have got all that healthy fat that you can nibble and with chocolate. So this is the day to go out and look on the shelves and find a bar of nice chocolate, dark chocolate with almonds. This is your day. And it says it can contribute to a healthy and long life, which is, of course, what we all want, isn't it? So this is a special happy day today. Go out and enjoy that special bar of chocolate. I actually said yesterday, to someone that I actually feel good when I go out and buy a nice bar of chocolate. Just a good quality one, something that's a treat. And then just sit and nibble it with a nice cup of tea. So bittersweet and almond chocolate day. And finally, I want to offer you a gift today. Now, I love these skin masks that I have from Korea. I've got 3 different ones here today, and I would like to find new homes for them. Now, we've given these to other women in the past on 60andMe here, and everyone says they love them. They're like a cloth mask that you put on your face. It's not like a cream. It's like a little cloth mask that you put on your face, and each of them has special ingredients, like a serum, in the mask. They do great things for your skin. So if you would like to try one of these little skincare masks from Korea, just leave your name, or just obviously below in the comment section. Just make a comment about anything, about skincare, about beauty, about you, about what you're doing today. And I'll choose 3 names randomly and get these off in the mail to you. So I hope that you enjoy that idea. I've tried them too, and they're very good. I like them. So I hope you have a great day, everybody. It's Monday. It's the beginning of a week. You can start fresh. Have a great day today. Do lots of things that make you happy. And I hope that you come back tomorrow and visit. And tell a friend. Please tell a friend about 60andMe, Mornings with 60andMe. And you can send them up to 60andme.com/mornings. We'd really appreciate that. I'd love your support. So again, have a great Monday. And I have a question for you to end the day today. And that's a fun one. And that is simply, what is your favorite chocolate? What is your favorite type of chocolate? Is it white, milk chocolate, dark chocolate? Do you like chocolate mixed with fruits and nuts? Just share in the comments below. Let's see what the vote is in our 60andMe community. What is your favorite chocolate? And again, I look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow on Mornings with 60andMe. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.